Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to our YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So yesterday IAMMARWA faced a disaster and the villa and its surrounding was in a total mess.
So this is total disaster. So I need to call for emergency. I need to call for emergency, guys. I need to call for emergency now.
So from the video itself, the solar panels were damaged, completely damaged, something that really made IAMMARWA, and we even saw it, that they need replacement going forward. So it was a heavy rain and a heavy wind that accompanied the rain itself. So the level of damages that the rain and the wind itself left the village itself is tantamount. Couldn't be explained. We only saw the IAMMARWA, the Nasto, plus the Robi Girl themselves, but a lot more not yet been documented. So it tells you the effect and the aftermath of the rain itself was something that is so big. If IAMMARWA's compound and if IAMMARWA's villa is such a strong, and the wind and the kind of rain itself plus its effect ravages it that way, it seems for the people who all along have been living maybe in some mud houses around that we've been seeing. So it tells or it points to a situation whereby there are more damages that the rain itself has left in the region. The rain itself was accompanied by the hailstone, and the hailstone itself was covered, and the droplets of the hailstone itself covered the very huge chunks of the landmass. We also the surrounding of the villa and the surrounding of the villages itself really shows that this one alone was a natural disaster. So the naysayers took it on the social media and started celebrating. They call it, this is a karma that is hitting IAMMARWA and striking IAMMARWA. Others call it all sorts of justifications, and they were not making sense as
has been helping the
below.
Village, slaughtering cows and goats all over the place. While the other family members are busy doing rituals in the rivers, he's been busy doing rituals, slaughtering things for the villagers. Only God knows the reasons. This is the person that people have been praising. Like, seriously? For what exactly? Can you let me understand? Chayar. Chayar is asking for insurance. Chayar. Chai moto. Now, the donors. Hello, donors in the house. I know you are watching me with one eye.
If
also.
you listen on the naysayers rant, you start to think maybe you are living in a world where natural disaster doesn't occur. If Carol could really insinuate that the repercussions of IAMMARWA slaughtering all the animals in the name of rituals and feasting because of holding the parties, it is the reasons for this disaster facing him. Therefore, sometimes it tells you that some people using the pieces of backyard to think, and you've just seen an example. You know, we are being told from that video that because of the ritualistic nature that IAMMARWA has been doing of slaughtering animal and having parties, I wonder where if people having parties, animals will be slaughtered for people to have parties. People have to feast on meat. It is not only in Nyasayers that people go bathe in rivers. Even in my backyard home, people bathe in rivers. And what is the problem? This is alone has been purported and reduced to form a narrative that IAMMARWA has ever been doing rituals anytime they have party because of slaughtering animals, which is a big lie. So it tells you a kind of a repugnant argument that really want to reduce Marwa into a situation where Marwa doesn't belong, a narrative that is ever tired, that have got no meaning. I can actually confirm this is a natural disaster. Has got nothing to do with holding parties and feasting on meat that is now being termed as a ritual. You know, it's quite despicable.
2,000 US. Muratori, you cannot remove your super broke. Where is your money? Because no. Let's be serious, okay? Let us be serious. You're not paying school fees. You're not paying rent. The most probably you just fuel your Land Cruiser and maybe the Mercedes Benz. You're enjoying super slabs. People have been blessing you the whole month long. Muratori, you cannot honestly. This is not where we say you are misusing your audience. You can't. If it's raining right now and my car is washed, it's, I don't know, kilometers away from where I am. You have to run fast. I'm like, oh my God, is it here? If it's washed away and it follows the water, I don't know, goes to what river, swallowed, goes to Nyabohansi River. Do you think I'll come and cry, oh my God, emergency? Muratori, as the head of the home, hey, now they'll be pissed. As the head of the home, Muratori, you got your GoPro. You went outside. I understand. There's no problem. He was running also to go and save some of those solar panels. They were blown away. They went some meters far off from the roof of his gate. No problem. But you can't do a whole 1 hour video, Muratori. Oh my God, oh, it has entered my boots. Oh, I feel numb. Oh my God, I can't walk. Oh my God, it's that. I'm like, go to the house. It's already blown, it's blown. Go to the house. Okay, fine, it's okay. You have begged enough, Muratori. This video was just begging.
That is like, on trending. If you listen to on trending, there is 3 things I'm picking that on trending is communicating. On trending was very mad because IAMMARWA called for help, of which I have no problem, because when anyone is facing an emergency, people have to respond to emergency. Help is needed. So IAMMARWA was not wrong calling for help. Furthermore, you have to get it clear. The help that IAMMARWA was calling for, it was calling for known people. IAMMARWA's audience that is well built over years. It was not AM Carol audience. It is not JT's audience. It is not on trending audience. Therefore, all the naysayers must saw the on trending, because you're the one speaking this one onto yourself. You must cut IAMMARWA slack. Because when IAMMARWA called the help, he calls help from the audience who have known him, for audience who have been supporting, from audience who have been enjoying IAMMARWA's acts of selflessness, IAMMARWA acts of helping the needy around Nyabohansi itself. So it is not up to on trending to decide whether IAMMARWA should call for help or not. So chiding IAMMARWA for calling for help was not in good faith, but always want to chide IAMMARWA for begging. Furthermore, who is not begging in this YouTube street? I want to tell you, if you know you're having your contact and your number in your description in this YouTube street, you're begging, and that's what we call the dry begging, because the reason for having your number is not only to reach for you, others are doing behind the curtains. What is the problem? All you beg. You know, to a point that on trending is telling us that IAMMARWA is misusing its audience. There's no IAMMARWA's audience who have complained about this. If you go to the comment section and read the comment section, everybody internally, unanimously believed and stated that they will help IAMMARWA, and with this one they are with IAMMARWA. In fact, they have gone to fully purchase the panel. That's not a misuse. It's not a misuse. They are just responding to emergency. If emergency itself has never visited you, it's a natural disaster itself has never visited your home. Therefore, I don't know, pray. Maybe at one point it will visit you. Then we'll see you in the news. To the point of AM Carol is telling IAMMARWA that IAMMARWA ought not to have come out taking a GoPro to shoot out this kind of emergency, to telling people, is suggesting that it was an act of situational kind of begging. On the other side, on trending is not looking up to herself. On trending took off the camera, left the hubby on their matrimonial bed, came out at the wee hour where the witches are so busy to do a reaction on IAMMARWA'S emergency situational video. This is the irony that is being presented over here. On the other hand, is very busy telling IAMMARWA, you not ought supposed to tell us. On trending, you ought not supposed to reacted on somebody's disasters, on somebody's misfortunes that has really befell him. This is what's sad. You wouldn't.
And grandma
supposed
is
to.
going to be trained here. All the solar panels are done. The home is looking like a shamba. Oh my God! I now believe Kama can serve you at the right time. I mean, Kama at the right time.
Muna, uko juu ziko ngapi? Ziko 4 uko juu. There are 4, so one has totally been destroyed.
Boy.
I need an emergency.
Okay, man. I'm not laughing, but it's kind of crazy, It's really crazy. I'm not trying to laugh, but it's really crazy. Looking at all this and now crying that you have no money. Didn't you just make a lot of money from Brian? Oh my God. Grandma, your house should be sold. Grandma house will be sold. I'll sell the Bixby. Okay. Those subscribers will be drained. It's about time, my guy. It's about time they will be. Hey. You can only imagine fixing the solar panels and all. Has it snowed? No, that is not snow. That is some hailstone. Do you know hailstones? Like hailstone. I need an emergency. Bro, you are in an emergency. No way. And Rocio also. Rocio is somewhere there hiding with a.
That one alone was so despicable. It's one of the despicable kind of reaction, because that is the nature of JT going forward. It's connecting the whole situation to be karma. And I want to confirm this is not karma, this is a natural disaster, and there is point to prove down, which will come at the progression stages of this video. JT is laughing off IAMMARWA'S situation because if I've looked around and checked around, there's nothing to smile about, there's nothing to be happy about. Do you see anything to smile about? There's nothing. To a point that JT is now suggesting to IAMMARWA to go and sell the grandma house to sort out the issues of panel. He even saying that IAMMARWA should go and sell a Mercedes-Benz to sort out the issues of panel. So guys, if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. So guys, let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube chit chat, and let's dive in straight away lest we forget. Guys, to discount the narrative that is being concocted and being pushed over in this YouTube street by the Nyasayers, majorly about the situation that is facing IAMMARWA of being academic in nature. The video that I'm going to play below to illustrate very simple kind of an idea will discount such kind of narrative, and it will show you that these were just national disaster that really happened. This is something, this is not even man-made, because we know the issues of flood, the issue of rainfall. This is natural disaster, happens everywhere. It has happened everywhere. Just recently we had flood that happened in one of the states in the USA, and all our houses were swept. We even had fire that also happened in the USA. Almost all the houses were swept. That was not a karma. That was not, it was a national or natural disaster. Let's watch the video
below. Water is passing through. I wish. Yeah. So the whole house is water, you see, everywhere. So I don't know even if even the TV area. Hey, there's a line here. Kuna line up.
And then here is what?
Wow. So I don't know, guys. Actually,
There's a pool of water up.
yeah, all this is water.
Acha kumwaga maji chini.
You know, it can fall
I'm
anytime.
scared.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Even the chairs.
Even the chairs.
This place is covered.
And that one is Nasto.
Liam.
So the Nasto's building and the houses itself was leaking with the water that's coming out from the rooftop through ceiling inside house. In fact, the sofa set were damp. The curtain damp, the floor full of water, the carpet dampened, just because the water found itself leaked. It's not only because it's not about because the house was built wrongly. No, the house was just built fine. But when it comes to natural disaster, which is so faithful, there is nothing that can stop it. There is only an emergency that we can come after you've been ravaged with a disaster. You know, nothing prevent it. That's why the water find through its Nasto's room. Find through its Nasto's room. For the people who are saying that this is karma, and I believe karma normally gets people who have done something wrong in their life. The question that I want to ask you, does Nasto face karma? What wrong did Nasto do to warrant this kind of a karma? Your guess is as good as mine, because this is a narrative that's concocted to achieve particular kind of objective, and the objective itself is not objecting, objectivating. Let's watch another video below.
Hey guys, hello lovely people, good morning, good evening, it's evening here, and it's drizzling, guys. Let me tell you, it's not drizzling, it's raining, and it's, whoo, guys, let me tell you. So guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Even you can see around me,
So the video that we just watched is for the Robi Girl. The Robi Girl, and that is their homestead. And that is the amount of rain and amount of hailstone that's covering the soils and crops. Their home was full with a pool of water, floods. The soil itself was eroded, headed to the river. Plants were destroyed. You know, this alone was just to let you know that this thing is not karma. This thing is a natural disaster. If it was karma, it would only be facing Amara in his compound. But because there is nothing like karma, because there is nothing wrong that Amara has have done, this is a natural disaster. It tells you. And that alone now begs the question. If Marwa is facing karma, why would the old villagers face the same situation? What kind of bad deeds that the villagers did? Why does Nasto faces the same situation? And why is Robi Girl facing the same situations in their homestead? You know, all the villagers faces the same thing because this is a natural disaster. So it tells you a narrative of the lazy gang which are not making sense, because if you ask them question, they will start calling you names that are never making sense, names that are not so worth, which sometimes I consider it's quite unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. So guys, my advice to Amara, what I know, the solar panels will be placed because Amara has ordered the solar panels. So this is the advice to Amara and the Nasto going forward, and even to the Mayugno. Amara's panel was removed by the heavy wind and was carried away, far away, part about 100 to 200 meters because there were no grill. So IAMMARWA should consider putting grills on those on those solar panels, so that they are welded there, so there is nothing could really come out and chop off from where they're being hung. I think with a grill, and you lock them and welded on a metal, it is so very difficult for them to be withered off by any kind of a strong wind. You know, another advice is IAMMARWA to control the floods. This is by doing what we call the ground leveling and doing the cabros in their compound, so that the water will find it so easy being directed to the river. You know, the moment you do a cabro and you provide channels that waters are following, therefore the land nearby, the land in the middle won't be separated in between, because when the splash erosion passes by, it sweeps away big chunk or huge chunks of soil back to the river, and it leaves the holes. I think as we're going forward, what IAMMARWA or Nasto should be concentrating on is about doing the cabros in their compound and planting a lot of grass that alone will control splash erosions, so that the soils could not be carried to the river. Only water will be moved, because there are channels that are provided for a directional flow of water to where they're supposed to be, and that is the river. There's this thing that people used to castigate IAMMARWA with. Oh, IAMMARWA has taken the river. Now you see the importance of when IAMMARWA built the clay bath. People were just calling the clay bath, but me, I've been telling you all along that okay, it was the clay bath, but that thing alone helped the riverbank not to be sweated off. Look at the riverbanks, the places where the gabions and splash erosions are splashed, all has been degraded. And look at the dikes where IAMMARWA created all these gabions, building the water, the clay bath. The land is steady, the soil has heaped, which means there is no further degradations of the soil back to IAMMARWA's fence. And that was an idea. If IAMMARWA could consider doing all the river banks across where the houses are, I think you'll be protecting that soil. That is not misusing of the land, that is not grabbing the land, that one is also helping the river, because you are building the dikes on the river, so that on the riverbank, so that the riverbank itself should not degrade the soil. The people who were making noise wanted IAMMARWA's fence to fall down, but IAMMARWA was so much way clever than them. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.